Warm your frozen boots by the fire as we discuss the biggest Nerfs in Hearthstone history. I create every time. Hearthstone's appeal is undeniable, with millions of viewers turning in to watch their favorite streamers on Twitch TV each and every single week. Rules are simple. Remove your opponent's 30 health and they'll shatter like a stained glass window. Fail, and your opponent will likely emote you into oblivion. While RNG means that even a pro can get defeated by a rank 25, intelligence, deck making, and your ability to exploit the best possible cards and combos will help you to achieve Hearthstone glory. All that exploitation means a card that is too powerful will get used over and over again. When that happens, Buzzard, the creator of Hearthstone, takes out its enormous gore howl and chops the card in half. Ideally, Buzzard nerfs cards in a way where the card is still useful, but oftentimes the card is only worth the dust you can extract from it. With that being said, it's time to give you the 10 biggest nerfs in Hearthstone history. Rip in pieces. Number 10. Unleash the Hounds is a card that Buzzard just can't seem to get right. Starting as a card that gave your beast +1 attack and charge, it moved to a 4 cast that summoned a 1/1 hound for each enemy minion. From there, it switched to 2 cast and then 3 cast cost. Still incredibly powerful, it's used by 69% of Hunter decks. Number 9. Starving Buzzard definitely deserves a place here. During the closed beta stage of the game, the card was changed from a 2/2 to a 2/1. However, that change alone wouldn't be enough to tame the Hunter onslaught brought on by the card when used with Unleash the Hounds. In response, Buzzard nerfed it to the ground by changing its casting cost to 5. With 3 attack and 2 health, the poor board presence and high cost was too much to try and use in a combo. It's currently used in just 7% of all Hunter decks and chosen just 14% of time in the arena. Rest in pepperonis, my friend. You won't be missed. Number 8. Leroy Jenkins used to mean the game was over. Used in combination with Power Overwhelming, Cold Blood, Faceless Manipulator, and more, Leroy Jenkins often made it easy to do massive amounts of damage to an opponent during the early stages of the game. While changing the cost from 4 to 5 might not seem like a big deal, it gave opponents enough time to prepare and respond to the threat. Today, Leroy is used in just 2.37% of all decks. Rest in pepperonis. Number 7. Blood Imp is a card that used to be played in nearly every single Warlock deck. The temptation to keep him in stealth mode and give all your early minions a leg up on the opponents was too good to pass up. Blizzard put its gore howl to this card by removing its attack and giving a random minion a single health point. It's now used in just 5.6% of all Warlock decks. Number 6. As they were nerfed in much of the same way, the next cards on our list are Pyroblast and Mind Control. Both can dominate the endgame, but at 8 mana they were simply too much. Pyroblast is now used in around 14% of Mage decks and chosen nearly 88% of the time in Arena. Mind Control is used in just over 50% of Priest decks and maintains a strong presence in Arena at 86%. Behold the might of number 5! While the Freeze Mage is still a very viable deck, it used to be unstoppable. During the closed beta patch of December 18, 2013, Buzzard changed 3 Freeze-related cards to all have 1 more mana cost: Blizzard, Cone of Cold, and Frost Nova. They're now used as follows. 4. Fishing used to be a lot more common in Hearthstone. Nat Pagle, the famed fisherman, used to give you a 50% chance to draw a card at the end of your turn and regularly stuck around for a couple of rounds. With the card now reading at the start rather than end of your turn, it's rarely used because if it's removed, it provides 0 value. It's now used in less than 1% of all decks and picked essentially 0% of the time in Arena. Rest in pepperonis, mate. Into the 3! 1 card to rule them all. Undertaker, a 1 mana cost card, changed the face of Hearthstone after its release through the Naxxramas adventure. It was played turn 1 and then opponents were forced to remove it or watch it grow uncontrollably while their opponent played Death Rattle after Death Rattle minion. Nearly every class tried to get this card into their decks. It's been nerfed to now just give +1 attack. It's now used in just 3% of all decks. Rest in pepperonis, mate. Number 2. Warsong Commander used to be known for the 1-turn kill in conjunction with Molten Giants and its ability to give all your summoned minions charge. Simply let your opponent get you down to low health, cast this along with 2 Molten Giants, and then use Youthful Brewmaster to cast another Molten Giant. Warsong Commander is now used in just 11% of warrior decks. Number 1, boys. While the rogue hero power of 2 mana for a 1/2 weapon is already good, it used to be even better and allowed you to stack +1 onto an equipped weapon. This made not only the hero power unbalanced when used with itself, but also when used with cards like Assassin's Blade. As a side note, as you can see in the picture, Defias Ringleader also used to be a 2/3 minion, and Backstab could target an undamaged minion. This led Rogue to be an unmatched class at the time. That wraps up our list of the 10 biggest nerfs in Hearthstone history. Be sure to check out the written page in the description below where you can go and vote for what you think is the biggest nerf in Hearthstone history. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and use our Amazon and G2A links in the description to support the channel. We'll see you next time.